guys. Okay, so I deleted my last video by accident, so I'm gonna redo it. Okay. So if any of you are following along, this is my second post in regards to an adventure that I want to partake in regards to my 3 and 4 year goals. So I will put a link in the comments to my blog, which has that first live that I did for sharing what my plans are, what my goals are. But the amazing Will Boyd, challenged some of us and me to do a little bit more posting about my story. I'm really good about putting stuff on social media, but he challenged me to do that. So I'm gonna do it today, and then I'm heading out for the weekend. So I will do it starting again next week when I get back. But I want to come on and share some of that. So I was uncertain on how much of my story I actually have to tell, since I'm just at the beginning, since I have this goal and it's literally 4 years out, and I don't know what people want to hear. So I'm just gonna share my thought process as I go. So over the other night, actually, I was walking to go get drinks and dinner. I was listening to a podcast before I met somebody, and the podcast was interviewing somebody who has done what I wanna do. And from that, I had like 6 different ideas that I'm like, people probably want to hear about this. So I've got at least like 6 or 7 different ideas. I might have forgotten some of them, but I'll re-listen to the podcast and figure them out again. But right now, essentially, I'm going to give you just a little bit of information about what my thought process is right now. So if you watched the first video, you know, my goal in 4 years is to hopefully row across the Atlantic Ocean solo by myself in an ocean rowing boat. That is a large goal. It's considered an extreme sport. I have never done anything like that at all. And I'll go into, as it comes to me, the why, the fears, all of that stuff. But right now, I'm more in a lot of people want to do this and they sign up. They're like, I need something extreme. Let me go sign up for this. And then they're in because they signed up. So now they feel like they have to do it. I am not that person. 2 years ago, I heard about it, went out of my head in about 3 weeks, month-ish, and then came back into my life again December. And it's still in my brain, especially after making my post a few weeks ago. So clearly it's something that I think about. Again, this is a 4-year plan, so I don't jump in. I have a lot of the thought process. So for me, the money is a huge component, and that is a huge component for a lot of people. They say the hardest part is not rowing the ocean. The hardest part is getting there, and that's because you have to find the funding. You have to get your boat. You have to do the supplies, the training, etc. So for me right now, I'm actually kind of doing some of that beforehand. In that I've never fundraised for anything, and I feel really weird asking people for money for something for me to do. So I know I need to come up with a charity and things like that, and I'll get there. But right now, basically, you need a large boat to do this. In order to do this, you need a large 21 to 24 foot boat, and I think it'd be really cool to build it, to be honest. My husband is very good with his hands. He is a woodworker and just really good at doing things, which is part of the reason I think I want to do this adventure, but I'll go into that in another video. But in this one, essentially, I think it'd be really cool to build it. So what I've been doing over the past week or two is actually reaching out to boat companies that do it, that build the boats. It's a very small niche. And one told me they don't sell the kit. They call it a kit, which is basically like a CAD file for you to go get things laser printed. So they don't sell it, and I'm hoping to reach out to some others, and I'm reaching through different people to kind of see if it's even possible to build a boat. I think it'd be really cool to know the ins and outs of the boat, to actually build it with my husband as a bonding experience. And I just think that'd be awesome. So right now, that's kind of where I'm at, looking to see if that's possible. I'm waiting to hear back from a company in London, and hopefully I'll have some answers for that maybe next week. But that's kind of where I'm at. I think it'd be really cool. People don't really build their own boats anymore. It used to be people did when it was like a wooden boat, but now things are carbon fiber. They're much lighter and they get laser printed. And apparently people don't want to sell the file to do that. I don't know why. If I'm willing to pay for it, they should, but apparently that's hard to find. So that's my mission right now. If anybody watching this happens to know how I can get a kit, which is a CAD file for an ocean rowing boat, please tell me. That would be amazing because I can't figure it out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Next week and the next couple of weeks, since Will Boyd, amazing guy, he challenged me to do a little bit more posting on this. So over the next couple of weeks, I will be spreading a little bit more information on kind of my thought process, where I'm at. And I'm going to post in the comments a link to my blog, which has that first post in case you missed it on my 3 and my 4-year goals. So I only talked about my 4-year goal on this one. Yeah, feel free to, if you're watching this from replay, comment Team Replay, and feel free to give me info. Let me know you liked it, didn't like it. And I hope you all have a great week and a great weekend. I'm going snowboarding all weekend, so I will not be around electronic devices, which is exciting. It's kind of like a camping disconnect weekend for me, which I love. So I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week.